what type of problem were you trying to solve before coaching? And we did the coaching back in 2023.
Yeah, I mean, initially, I think it was a conflict between me and my girlfriend. And at the time, she was unhappy with me. I was drinking a lot of alcohol, and she was saying, "You need some help." So I think that was what prompted it. Um, and I hunted around and found your website and jumped in from there.
And you're a man who's been divorced, so this
Yeah.
wasn't your first relationship. Um, so what had you tried before in terms of resolving the problems that you were seeing?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the problems I was seeing are the sort of problems I saw in my marriage, before I got divorced. Um, Communication problems. Um, I've maybe got more clarity with it now. Um, and the alcohol was like coping. Um, and so I would just say that the challenges were, how do you deal with a woman where you're not happy? In my case, where I'm conflict avoidant and she's very bossy. It wasn't working out. She bullied me into going to AA for a couple of years, which really didn't help. And I resented the hell out of, but didn't say anything. And anyway, she said, "You need to seek some help." And so that was sort of what drove me there. Was basically those challenges of being in a relationship with someone you love. You're not ready to blow it up and walk away, but you're really not happy with where things are.
And why did you pick me for coaching? What stuck out?
So I think coaching is maybe the key word. It's the absolute key word. Um, I think a lot of the people I'd been to before, I mean, we'd done some couples counseling and all that sort of stuff. Um, Maybe I mean, the best way I can put it is sort of a medical model of, you're sick and here's the cure. And I think the model that you had, which I found much more helpful, was you're a normal person with normal problems. There's a typical way that people resolve these, and you just need to be coached on them. Here's the plan. Let's walk down the field. And it worked for me in a way that AA didn't, that counseling didn't. And so I'm a huge fan. So initially we started, and I'm not even sure if I called you a counselor, but over time, I've definitely said, no, this is not counseling, this is coaching. And coaching is what I want, and coaching works.
And how would you say what's the difference for you between coaching and counseling?
I would say the difference is counseling looks at like, oh, here's a problem, here's a solution, kind of like here's the sickness you have and here's the cure. Um, and I just think most of the problems that the average guy has in life aren't like that. Most of the problems we have is I want to be a bit better in bed. I don't want to fight as much with my wife. I want to get promoted at work faster than I'm being. And I think they're a coaching approach. What's, you know, okay, well, how can we make a step in the right direction? What are three things you can do this week that are going to help you move forward? Is just certainly to me has proven to be a much, much more fruitful approach than sort of looking at this gigantic problem and saying, what's the solution? Particularly with women. I mean, women are a problem for whom there's never a solution. And I think the first step is figuring that out and saying, yeah, okay, you're in this relationship. There's not going to be a solution that's going to fix things. But you know what we can do? We can make things better, and you can take steps, and it works.
Thank you. What are some of the specific results that you saw from coaching and have continued to see?
So I think first of all, one of the tools that you've given me is like a daily reflections tool. And that's a super helpful tool to sort of orient myself about what's going well, what's going poorly, what's going on in my life. And it's something that helps me move down the coaching path. Um, so that's really helpful. I think another thing that's helpful, I've seen is a willingness to engage in conflict. I'm very conflict avoidant. My girlfriend is not conflict avoidant at all. And so that was a bit of a puzzle. And I think one of the things that I got from coaching was, hey, conflict isn't going to kill you. How about we take a baby step into conflict? And I did under coaching, and you know what? It didn't kill me. And next week I did some more. Next week I did some more, and now I'm at a point where I still don't like it, but I'm actually engaged in conflict, and it's productive in a way it never was before. So I think those are a couple of things. One is some of the tools I've been given, but secondly, being an introvert, being conflict avoidant, having a coach say, "Look, it doesn't kill you. Let's," and this is the way that relationships improve, and it really works.
And what would you say to other people who are thinking about coaching or getting coaching with me?
I would just say, so I'm an investment banker. I spend an awful lot of money on a lot of things. I've spent more money on strip clubs and hookers than you'd believe. Um, and and a lot of that is because I'm unhappy and I'm trying to kind of make myself feel better. Um, the money I spent with you on coaching, I mean, it's not cheap, but I would say it's the best money I've ever spent. So, I mean, it's not for everyone, but just to if this ever goes out to executives, investment bankers, corporate leaders, I'm just saying, drop the money. It's absolutely worth it. It's the best money you'll ever spend. Um, Having tried a lot of things and spent a lot of money, this is something I come back to and say, wow, this is not money I spent and regretted. This is money I spent and said, this is great. I'm looking forward to it. Doing it again.